Hello everyone. First of all, I would like to welcome each and everyone for these entry up classes. So, I have been assigned to take the subject geotechnical engineering. So, before jumping into the subject, this geotechnical subject is very important for GATE examination. So, before jump into this subject, let me tell you a brief introduction about GATE examination. Okay. So, first of all, I will give you a brief introduction about the marks weightage and all. So, for GATE examination, the mark distribution is like this. For general aptitudes, (15 marks). For mathematics, 13 marks. And from your subjects, approximately 72 marks. So, total 100 marks. Total number of questions, (65 number of questions). 10 questions from general aptitudes and 55 questions from subjects. Total 65 questions. So, you have for GATE examination, you have 3 hours, 65 questions, 100 marks. Okay. As we all know, many students are writing this GATE examination. Many students are attempting this GATE examination. Only few, less than 30% of students are crossing the cutoff mark. Last time the cutoff mark for GATE examination is 32. 32 marks for general category, cutoff 32 is the cutoff mark last time. So, generally the cutoff mark will come in between 28 to 35 every time. Last 10 years the scenario is like this. So, in the case of civil engineering, please trust me, getting this 32 mark or crossing above 40 is very easy. So, just imagine you have already completed your beta course, you have studied 4 years, you have already written a lot of examination, assignments, lab exam and all. All subjects you are going to study within within these 4 to 6 to 7 months. So, completing all this topic from mathematics to last subject in our syllabus, that is geoinformatics, that is surveying, you will get only 7 to 8 months for effective coaching. So, for that certain planning and preparation is needed before starting. Okay. So, first thing, the first and foremost thing that you have to keep in your mind is be optimistic. You should have positive attitude. Always you should have positive attitude in your mind. That is the first and foremost thing. The second thing is only your marks, your score, your rank and everything. So, first be optimistic. So, let me tell you the subject wise mark weightage for your GATE examination. Okay. Subject wise marks. So, the first subject is geotechnical engineering. Then next subject is environmental engineering. Then water resource engineering. Then transportation. Then survey. So, these are the subjects. The mathematics is also there. So, these are the non-structural subjects. We can call this as non-structural subjects. And then structural subjects are the, that is structural analysis, RCC, reinforced cement concrete, steel, construction management. Here one more subject we can include before max, that is strength of material. Then max, that is different subject, that is why I am writing here, max and general aptitudes. Yes. So, these are structural subjects. So, in the case of geotechnical engineering, here the mark weightage is 13 to 15. Then for environmental engineering, 10 to 12. In the case of water resource engineering also, 10 to 12. For transportation, 6 to 8. Surveying, 5 to 7. SIM, 3 to 5 marks. For mathematics, generally they are asking 13 mark question. From this structural engineering, from here 3 to 4 marks from structure, from RCC also 3 to 4 marks. From steel 2 to 3 marks, construction management 1 to 2 marks. So these are the mark weightage. So from here it is very clear that getting 32 mark is very easy. If you are an average student or a below average student, you just see, it is very easy to score 10 marks from this geotechnical engineering. Environmental engineering also very easy subject. You will get 10 marks. Water resource engineering, that is also very easy. 100% mark you will get. You will get 12 mark, 12 out of 12 you will get full mark. So 10, 10, 10, 30. Here at least you will get 5 marks, 35 you will get. Then surveying 5 marks, again 40. Then from this, overall this, you will get 10 marks. So for an average student, if you are an average student, I am talking about an average student, average hard-working student, please trust me, 100% sure you will get 45 plus mark. This 45 plus mark is sufficient. In the case of civil engineering, is sufficient to get admission at NITs or any of the IITs or some IITs. Even though if you are good in structural subjects, if you are a GATE aspirant, don't start with structural subjects. First study these non-structural subjects. That is the smart way of planning. Okay. So, if the mark crosses 55, if your mark crosses 55 or 60 plus, if your mark is 60 plus, definitely you will get admission at any of the IITs, or you may select any of the UPSC examination. Your rank will be below 500. So definitely you will get any of the UPSC examination. So at this age, you will get one UPSC examination. You are cracking UPSC examination. Just imagine that life. So the only thing that you have to consider is be optimistic, and you should have hard desire to achieve very good mark. That is another thing. And another important thing is, within these 6 to 7 months, you have to avoid all distractions, because you are studying in your mobile phone or your laptop. On below the desktop, on the menu bar, YouTube, a lot of distractions are there. YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, that kind of thing. So avoid all kind of distractions. Distractions means that social media distractions. So be honest to yourself. So what we are saying is that every day listen 2 to 3 lessons, 2 to 3 sessions That is very important, 2 to 3 sessions. And another thing is, you just write down all the notes what we are giving. So I will do lot of numerical questions. So what you have to do is that when I display the question, when I display questions, you just pause your video and then try yourself. Struggle with that question. That is very important. Then only your creativity will develop. Struggle with that question. Sometimes you may not get that, you may not get the correct answer, but you have to struggle. Then only you will get some doubts. We are here to clarify that. Okay. So, these are the marks weightage. So, the very important subject, if you are a GATE aspirant, the very important subject is geotechnical engineering. Okay. So, yes. So, the first subject is mathematics. These are your syllabus, GATE syllabus. As we all know, the matrix, every student will get from 10th, from 11th standard onwards, you are studying these matrix, linear algebra matrix. You know how to solve the equations, linear equations and all. So, it is every year they ask one question from this linear algebra. So, it is very easy to score that mark. We know which question they are asking or in which area they are asking and all. So, you just study that question. Okay, then partial differential equation, that is also very easy, direct questions, then numerical methods, some formulas are there, you have to just by heart that formula, just mug up that formula, that's all. Then the next subject is geotechnical engineering. So, we will elaborate the syllabus while taking the topic. It has been divided into 2, soil mechanics and foundation engineering. So, in this syllabus they have included one more thing. This time they have included the laterally loaded pile under lateral loading. That is the only change, and they removed the origin of soils from the syllabus, and also they removed Westergaard analysis. So, that are the only changes. So, remaining thing you have to study. Don't skip anything from this subject, because you will get 100%. You will get 100% mark. There is no complication. There is no twist in the questions. 100% sure you will get full mark from this geotechnical engineering. Okay. The next subject is water resource engineering. This is water resource engineering. Water resource engineering. It has been divided into 3: basics, fluid mechanics, then open channel hydraulics. This one is open channel hydraulics, OCH. Hydrology and irrigation. So, every time they will ask questions from this water requirement of crops. They will ask questions from this particular area, that is water requirement of crops. Water requirement of crops. 1 mark you will get. The remaining portion you can skip. Then hydrology, hydrograph. If you want to solve questions of hydrograph, you have to know what is phi index, what is W index, what is evaporation, how to find out the precipitation, hydrologic cycle and everything. So, what the questionnaire will do? He will give one question from S hydrograph, All concept will be there. Okay. So hydrology, hydrograph is very important. Then open channel hydraulics. It will take only 3 hours to study this subject. Open channel hydraulics. You will get full mark. We can cover all syllabus. Gradually varied flow, rapid varied flow. 2 things are there. The all thing come under this thing. Then fluid mechanics portion is there. That is static kinematics and kinematics. Fluid statics and fluid kinematics are there. Fluid dynamics are there. So this small topic means it is not a small topic. The subject is this much. They will ask questions only this much. So be careful while studying this portion. So you just study only the repeatedly asked questions. Okay, no need to study this much for fluid mechanics. But this subject is very important in the case of civil engineering. It is very easy. So, and then environmental engineering. It has been divided into 3. Water quality and treatments, then municipal solid waste, then air pollution. It is very easy because the concepts and all are very familiar with your day-to-day life. So that a faculty can relate everything. It is very easy to understand. 100% numerical. So this environmental engineering is not a theory subject, 100% numerical questions. They will ask more than 95% questions are numerical questions. Don't skip these subjects. The next subject is transportation. It's also very easy. Transportation infrastructure, then highway payments. Every year they ask questions from this geometric design of highway. Every year they ask one question from geometric design of highway. Then highway payments. Sometimes they ask question from this or this. It will take only few days to complete the whole transportation engineering. Okay. Next is geomatics. So last time they included photogrammetry and remote sensing because GIS is very important in nowadays. So in many colleges, remote sensing and GIS department are there. So that is why they included photogrammetry and remote sensing. Okay, and then surveying. So if you are a civil engineer, you have to study this subject, survey. That is very important. Then this is the structural top portion. Structure. This is our structural portion. Engineering mechanics that you already studied in your first year. Very basics. Within this free vibration or the vibration topic is the dynamics is that is very basics. It is very easy to cover. Then SOM. Without SOM, it is very difficult to study civil engineering. Without SOM and fluid mechanics, it is very difficult to study civil engineering. So basic. So anyway, we will study that this SOM in your geotechnical engineering or in our coming subjects. Then structural analysis. So every time they will ask questions from find out deflection, plastic theory and all. Then construction management, concrete structure. So this limit state design is very important in the case of concrete structure. Then steel structures, connections. Every year they ask questions from welding, rivets and all. So last time they removed certain topics like building constructions. So that is pure theory. No need to study that building constructions like cement, concrete, truss, roof, tiles and all. No need to study that kind of thing, theory. And at last what I want to say is that there are certain things that you have to study and certain things that you have to remove. That is up to you. So, but you have to follow the instructions that we are giving. That is very important. Okay. I hope everyone will understand the syllabus and all. Thank you.